The Accord has been in the Honda lineup for decades. Last year it was refreshed, but we did not get to test drive a gas-powered version. So this year we're going to test drive the 2024 Accord EX 1.5 Turbo. That means I'm not really an expert on this vehicle, but I did know somebody who is an expert. Hey, Justin.
Hey, what's going on, Brian? How you doing?
Thanks
Love the jersey, buddy.
Thank you. It is baseball season. We're ready to go. Let's get this test drive
Let's knock it out of the park. Let's go.
Come take a look at this beautiful exterior red color. Justin, what is this?
This is Radiant Red Metallic.
And it's actually got a little bit of sparkle in there whenever you get in close, whenever the sunlight hits it.
Absolutely.
There's a nice little reflective surface to it. Great looking.
You got the metallic flake in there. This is the top of the line gas-powered Accord. Grille on the front with the Honda symbol is usual.
Black.
Yeah, the LED headlamps as well.
So looking at those LED headlights, Justin, the top of them actually have a really nice running light.
Yeah.
That's distinct. I sometimes see those running lights on the bottom of the light.
Right.
Just looks different.
That's your daytime running light.
And they're your turn signals indicators too, huh?
Yes, absolutely.
So coming around the side, I'm noticing body color rear view mirror cover, right?
Yep. You have the colored mirrors, you have the colored handles, you do have the 19-inch aluminum alloy wheels as well.
And that seems to have like a graphite gray look to it.
Yeah, It has a shiny graphite color to it. Really aggressive tire. Got the nice Michelin tires on the wheel as well.
The back end of this vehicle, you have LED taillights.
Yes,
right?
you do. You do have the LED taillights.
And it runs across the trunk as well.
Absolutely. Yep.
Accord logo on the left-hand side, Honda logo in the center.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and see how much room we got in this trunk. One presses the button.
Room.
Yeah, you have a lot more room than the Civic here.
Absolutely. You're actually able to put the back seats down too. If you want, you can release the back seats from here or the right-hand side there, and that will drop the seats down if you need some extra space inside of the cabin. But you do have a lot of room. You do have a spare tire. I want to point that out.
Oh, great.
You actually have a spare tire. Some of the hybrid vehicles out there don't have a spare, so this one would.
Yeah, they try to do that for fuel efficiency.
They do, yeah. They cut down on weight so that they can get better fuel efficiency. So, and I just wanted to show you, this has the smart entry. Okay, so all you have to do is have the key fob on you. You just put your hand through the handle to unlock it.
Yeah, that's.
And when you're done, all you have to do is shut the door and just tap the ridges on the very top, and that locks up the vehicle automatically for you.
That's awesome.
Yep. Now, you do have the function with a walk-away auto lock, so I just wanted everybody to know out there, if you want it to automatically lock, it will lock up once you walk away from the vehicle. You have to have the key fob on you. If it's left inside, it will not lock the keys in the vehicle accidentally. You have the standard remote start from the factory on the key fob too. So when you remote start the vehicle, it'll bring the cabin to a comfortable 72 degrees Fahrenheit all the time. You do not have to precondition the heater or the air conditioner. All you do is hit the lock button first and then hold the remote start button down until you see your lights blink, then you can release your thumb.
There it goes.
And it will start up. It'll blink 6 more times to ensure that a remote started for you. So if you're out in the restaurant and you peek out in the window, you can see that your car remote started. If you got it up on the hill, if you park on the street, again, it'll blink 6 times. It'll run for 10 minutes and then shut off. And again, it brings the cabin to a comfortable 72 degrees Fahrenheit. You don't have to precondition the heater or the air conditioner. It'll even turn your heated seat on too.
That's amazing, and you know what I love about it? You don't have to have the highest trim level to get that.
No, this is the second level from the bottom. So you have the LX, and then the EX is the next step up, and you get all these features. And then, Brian, I wanted to point out that you always have the remote window control with the vehicle as well. So let's say you're walking away and you just wanted to crack the windows in the moonroof, like if it's really hot out. All you have to do is hit the unlock button once, and then the second time, hold your thumb down, and it will actually put down the windows and open up the moonroof as long as you have your finger held down.
So yeah, absolutely. The moonroof's open. The windows are all open there. That's great. Well, let's go ahead and jump inside and see how much space this back seat's got. Getting into the back seats here, Justin, very comfortable, cushiony cloth fabric back here. Has beige interior with some stitching. Nice armrest here with a couple cup holders back here, and a little light up top.
How about the headroom though? You know?
Yeah, you do have a lot of it actually looks like the top of this curves.
It does. They actually mold it so that when you're sitting in the back seat, so the seats do sit up a little bit higher than the front seats to kind of give you that stadium seating, but you have that extra room in the headliner there. So Honda does a great job in their design.
Yeah, absolutely. Love these back seats. Very comfortable. You even have a little bit of storage up here.
Sure do.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump up to the front seats and get this car on the road.
Let's check it out.
So Justin, here we are in the front seats of the Accord for the first time. I'm just gonna go ahead and start things up.
Got it.
Putting my foot on the brake. It's got a push to start and a digital display up front. So let's look up front on this digital display. First thing, you have your RPMs on the left-hand side and your odometer on the right-hand side, but it also tells your miles per hour in the center, right?
Sure, yeah, the digital and kind of like the old school speedometer as well.
Yeah, I can see even my radio station up there.
Brian, I wanted to show you. See the little car icon in the middle? Notice how your taillights are on?
Yeah.
Because your foot's on the brake, take your foot off the brake. It actually shows you, when you have your lights on, if your brake lights are on, if your turn signal's on. Go ahead and put the turn signal on there.
Oh,
pretty neat, huh?
Yeah. I mean, that's really nice.
It's kind of a neat feature. Yeah, if you're ever in question whether your brake lights are on or turn signal on, that will show you.
Does that show you anything else up there?
It does. So you have the part of the Honda sensing technology. So when you use your cruise control or your lane keep assist system, those will show up on the dash as well.
Perfect.
When you start to drive and use the lane keep assist, it'll bring up those green lines indicating that the camera has caught the lines out in the road, and it will assist your steering. It'll just real subtle movements to keep you centered in the lane that you're driving down.
If we just go back to the steering wheel here for a second, let's look on the left-hand side. So obviously on the left-hand side, you have the ability to control your volume, radio stations there. Below that, you have your push-to-talk button, right?
Yes.
So you should be able to make phone calls and text messages. Is that with Apple Carplay, Android Auto?
Sure is.
So the right side of the steering wheel looks like you got a lot of your safety features. Let's go over that on the test drive.
Sure.
On the right side here, we'll go to the infotainment screen. Now, obviously, we went into that infotainment screen. You have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. For people who don't know what Apple CarPlay, Android Auto is, it's just an app that lets you access your phone to make phone calls, to send text messages, to listen to your music if you have like Spotify or any type of music listening app.
Yeah, absolutely. For instance, like calendar dates or your settings, that would actually come up across there. So when you're in the car, if you wanted to remind yourself to stop at the grocery store at a particular time, you can do that as well. It actually ping and let you know.
So looking down on our AC controls, pretty self-explanatory there. It looks like we have heated seats.
Yep, you have the heated seats for the driver and the passenger.
This isn't even the highest trim level.
It's not.
That's what I love.
So the EX model does give you a lot of features, and a lot of folks think that you have to go to leather interior to get heated seats. That's not the case.
The ventilation, and there's definitely, it's built into the dashboard here very nicely. Really cool kind of visual display here for that.
Yeah, the design is very simplified too. That's another thing that's really important to take note of. You just have some extra cargo space down here. You can set your phone once you have it connected. You have 2 cup holders as well. And then, of course, you have a couple buttons down here. You have your Econ button to use on your long trips to maximize your fuel efficiency. The little A with the off next to it, that's your idle engine shut off. So newer vehicles, the gas-powered vehicles, will shut down if the vehicle's sensing that you're idling too much and using up too much gas. However, some folks don't like that, and they don't want the engine to shut off, so you can just disable it so it will not shut the engine off while you're driving. And then you have your electronic brake, so go ahead and lift up on that mechanism. The red light indicates that the brake is on. It'll say brake up in the right-hand side of the dash. To disengage it, you depress the actual brake pedal on the floor and press down on that mechanism will release it. Just know, Brian, if you're ever buckled up and you put it into drive and try to take off and you didn't disengage that, it will do it automatically for you. It knows you're buckled up, so you can't accidentally drive away with your e-brake on. And then lastly, brake hold, and that's exactly what it sounds. It holds the brake while you're in drive. So if you've ever had a traffic light or a stop sign and you just wanted to rest your foot, it'll actually lock up the brake for you to allow you to rest your foot. All you do is hit the accelerator to release it. It'll stay in the standby mode, and every time you come to a complete stop, it'll lock up for you.
So here I am, I'm just going forward, and I'm gonna come to a complete stop right here.
It'll say hold up on the dash. That's how you know you can take your foot off the brake, and it will hold you there. This is great for hills, so you don't drift in a car behind you or in front of you.
In the armrest, Justin, we have a ton of space down here. Definitely, maybe 4 to 6 cans could probably fit in there. I have a 12-volt charger in here as well.
You do,
So up top, we obviously have this moonroof, Justin. I'm just going to go ahead and put the shade back here.
One touch all the way back. So it's an auto. You can stop it along the way anywhere you want, but one touch all the way back. And I should note that if you have the sunshade closed, it will draw it back on its own for you.
Okay, nice.
And all the way forward. And you can ventilate the moonroof. All you do is just hit the middle part of the button. There you go, that ventilates it. And then just push it forward like you were closing it, and that ensures a tight seal. And then at any point you can close the shade if you want. We'll keep it open for our test drive.
Perfect.
And then you have your sunglass holder up there. Go ahead and just hit that, and that will release it down.
All right, like to have those, that's for sure.
Yep.
Now here's something I'm not used to seeing.
Yeah,
an SOS button.
Yeah, save our ship. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the event of an accident, God forbid, if you're really in some trouble, you can actually pull this tab down and hit that, and that will call emergency services for you.
And that will not launch any missile of any type.
That is not an ejector seat or a missile launch or anything.
Darn. I thought maybe I'd go faster or something whenever I hit the...
There's no turbo boost in this car. You know? Actually, you do have the 1.5 turbo, so you have 192 horsepower in the new Accords. So the gas-powered Accords are very peppy.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go test it out on this test drive.
You bet.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
Just going to hit the gas a little bit out of here. Test the acceleration.
You got it.
Ooh, and I heard it.
How about that, huh? Again, you have the 1.5 turbo engine with 192 horsepower, so you're going to have exceptional acceleration and fuel efficiency too. That's a great part. So everybody wants as peppy as a car with the best fuel efficiency. Those usually don't go hand in hand. No. So you have the 1.5 turbo with your CVT transmission. That's your continuous variable transmission, which is going to give you all that power that you feel.
We're going to go ahead and check out the turning radius here. And, you know, obviously that kept us within the 2 lanes there, pretty standard. And the thing is, Justin, we've been driving a lot of SUVs lately. I forgot how nice it is to drive a sedan. You're kind of lower to the road, and you kind of just, you know, go.
Yeah, the sedans are going to have that sportier feel, you know, especially when you're on some back roads traveling. It really handles very, very well on the turns.
So I went ahead and set my cruise control, and it's definitely detecting the car in front of me because I'm actually seeing it on my dashboard here, right?
Absolutely, and it kind of has like a little gray line around the car icon. This button is your interval button, so it actually bridges the gap between you and the car in front of you. I made it the lowest level, that way there isn't as much distance between us and the car in front of us. However, you can actually lengthen that, so if you want to be further away from a vehicle in front of you, you can. But basically the system catches view of the vehicle. It'll keep you at a safe distance and keep you basically at their speed or up to whatever cruise speed that you had set. And whenever you get in the fast lane, nobody's in front of you, it just pops you back up to whatever cruise speed. So hit the res button up. We're gonna go to 60. Go ahead and get in the left lane and watch how it'll accelerate on its own for you.
And there it goes.
And it'll take you up to 60 miles an hour and no higher until you would increase your cruise speed, which you can bump up 1 mile an hour increment, or if you hold it up or down, it'll pop you up 5 mile an hour increments or down 5 mile an hour increments for you. You have road departure mitigation and your lane keep assist system. What you're seeing on the dash to the side of each, the car icon there, that's your lane keep assist system. So road departure mitigation and lane keep assist, they could both be working at the same time, or you could have one on and one off. Again, you can have whatever features you want to have on or off. But road departure mitigation will actually brake certain wheels to keep you on the road, okay? Where lane keep assist is actually just keeping you centered in the actual lane that you're driving. I don't suggest to do this, but you could literally have your hands off the wheel and it'll just pinball you through the down the highway, you know, keeping you centered in the lane.
Let me try this out. I'm just going to inch over here to the right side, and yeah, it's just inching me over. I'm not even getting close to that side. My hands are off the steering wheel now. I can set the cruise control as well. And here we go. It's keeping us within the lines of the road.
See how it says steering required up there? When you take your hands off the wheel long enough, it senses that your hands aren't on the wheel. It'll just warn you to, you know, keep driving.
That's right. So I noticed that there's a car coming up on my blind spot, and my mirror has been lighting up whenever somebody's in my blind spot. When I turn on my turn signal, what's it doing,
It'll
Justin?
beep inside of the cabin, so you get 2 warnings. So that light will blink to indicate that somebody's in your blind spot. But if you don't see it and you have your turn signal on, it'll beep inside of the cabin for a second warning.
How about the warranty for Hondas, Justin?
Yeah, you have a 3-year, 36,000 mile comprehensive warranty. That's all the electronics and computer systems that run the vehicle, even the motor for the power seat and the motor for the moonroof. And then you have a 5-year 60 on your powertrain, which is your engine, drivetrain, transmission, as well well as 2 years of free maintenance with the new Hondas.
Oh, 2 years. Okay.
Yep, that's your
Wow.
regular scheduled oil change, filter change, tire rotation, and your multi-point vehicle inspection. Redeemable at any Honda dealership. However, we'd love for you to come back in Greensburg. We have lifetime free inspections at the Honda store here for Smail Honda.
Backup camera time, Justin. Let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to put the vehicle into reverse. Have a nice HD looking camera back there. As I turn the wheel, the guidelines are changing to let me know where I'm going.
Absolutely, gives you a projected angle. That's the widest angle view.
Really cool.
But you also have more of a concentrated view. And then this is the best one. You have a straight down view. You can back right up against the curb without hitting it.
And that dotted line's really where I'm aiming, right?
That's a good judge of where you want to stop. You still have a couple feet of room behind you, so you can get into the trunk.
And I'm backing up towards the highway here.
Yep.
And just to kind of show off.
That's it. That's your cross monitor detection. And again, it's beeping and indicating what side the vehicles are traveling. So any vehicles traveling behind you, it'll indicate and let you know on the dash.
What I love about working at a Honda dealership is that whenever I have questions, I can always ask Justin here.
That's right.
If they have questions for you, Justin, how can they contact you?
Absolutely. You can visit me right here on Route 30 in Greensburg. I'd love to have you in. You could give me a call at 724-219-1449, or you can visit us online at smailhonda.com, and please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for our test drive today. So until next time, enjoy the ride.
Thanks, guys.